Witam w kolejnym odcinku. Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. Nie wiem tego po angielsku czytać. No. Przestępstwa i kary. Los Czarnego Piotra, zagadka na torach. Teraz mamy krwawą łaźnię, trzecią sprawę. Mamy trzecią sprawę.
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
Tu mamy stół do analiz. Znowu mamy tą grubą babę przed teleskopem. Ona ciągle się na nas gapi. To jest ciekawe z tą babą. R. Było dobre. T. Mamy T i F, te zmysły, nie? T oraz F. Tapson, dołącz do Lestrada w łaźni jak przy Strandli. Starożytna rzymska łaźnia na Strandli wkrótce zostanie otwarta. Ale jakie klątwy i tajemnice skrywa? Tylko jedna osoba może odkryć prawdę. Tutaj mamy ranking osobowy litościwy. Polityczne gierki, wybór moralny. No, dobra.
My archive.
Możemy się teraz ubrać inaczej. To nie umieszkam zrobić, bo do łaźni. Do łaźni to trzeba byłoby się... O, dobra, niech będzie ten. Bez okularów może i bez zarostu. Do szafy jeszcze tylko teraz ubranko. Czarny. No niech będzie ten. Escape wyjść, zatwierdź. Tak, niektóre są nieodblokowane.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind.
Jeszcze właśnie przypomniało mi się w ostatniej chwili, że listy.
I can always consult with it if this is where I keep my
Potęga imperium rośnie każdego dnia. Wczoraj meksykańskie konsorcjum Caracal rozpoczęło współpracę z Imperium Brytyjskim. Ta umowa niewątpliwie przyniesie duże zyski Londynowi i Anglii. Jest on ogromnym osiągnięciem naszych wspaniałych dyplomatów i polityków. Pozostaje wiadomości, pociąg zniknął w tajemniczych okolicznościach w drodze na stację kolejową Evesham. Dobra.
This is where I keep my this
A, czyli nie ma więcej listów.
my archive. This is where my archive. I can always consult.
Łaźnia. Jedziemy. Idziemy do łaźni. No, tu na razie dedukcji za bardzo nie ma co otwierać, bo dopiero jedziemy na miejsce.
Beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All 3 witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see. Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the city council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see. Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details. Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
No dobra, czyli teraz mamy tak.
The changing room. The steam room.
Przydałoby się najpierw zbadać ciało.
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room. Clothes belonging to one of the suspects.
Aha, czyli tu mamy ubranka tych podejrzanych.
Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room. Champagne for a special occasion. An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled.
No, ktoś tu sobie przygotował na specjalną okazję.
Unopened, it was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session.
Dowody. Nieotwarta butelka szampana i wiaderko z lodem zostały znalezione w przebieralni w łaźni. Aha, to mamy jakieś dowody. Dobra.
Frigidarium.
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
Aha, i to jest pan Phillips. Dobra, pan Phillips jeszcze zostanie...
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
Aha, bo tu jest przebieralnia i tu się wchodzi, dobra.
Good Lord, Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
No tak, bo ta sprawa się zaczyna jak on tą trutkę.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample. Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session.
No.
The death is very recent. Between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large.
Może mu co podano.
I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry, or he is an artist, or a ghost, or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
Jeszcze zbadajmy tą krew.
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street. This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it. The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme. I will need something to pick up this melted metal. It is too hot. I can't.
Potrzebujemy.
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
No ale to jak zabili tutaj ten, no to czekajmy, zanim z nimi pogadamy.
These clothes. Expensive clothes.
No
Belonging
dobra,
to one of the men from the steam room.
ale mamy 3. Czekaj, może buty jeszcze osobno się bada. Gdzie ubranie ofiary?
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Dobra, przyjrzyjmy się mu.
Boże, jak Monika się uparła na babkę. Hejtuje ją z tego kąta. Monika to ma te swoje napady, walki.
Telegram wysłany dzisiaj.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentlemen had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time or receive any visitors?
No, sir. I did not.
Od najnowszych. Wszystkie komentarze. Wiesz co? Przecież to jest...
Poranny telegram.
Did you leave the baths at any time or
No
receive
tak.
any visitors?
No, sir. I did not.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning and you went to the post office where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see. Selenite. Pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold. White clay particles. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to. The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans. Let us analyze this blood sample. This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface. I must take a pipette and place... water. This blood is heavily diluted with water.
What should we do next, Holmes?
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised.
Dobra, wracamy do łaźni. Mamy zbadaną krewitą ziemię.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Tamto rozrzedzone jest...
Any progress, Mr.
These baths are becoming sinister.
Mamy zbadaną ziemię oraz krew.
It's horrible. I'm in shock. I don't want... It's horrible. So Rodney...
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier. These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
I found him. I
Przełącznik pary.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
No tak, coś...
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away. The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme. I will need some...
Coś, co wyjmiemy, to z pary.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
Wait.
Please wait. I need to do something first.
No czekaj, bo trzeba zobaczyć, który to miał ten ręcznik. Zakrwawiony. Pitkin. Garrow. Zakrwawiony ręcznik, chociaż to pewnie jest powiedziane, że to on. O.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
Dobrze, weź ich.
None, Lestrade.
Scotland Yard się nam pojawił tutaj w tych. Aczkolwiek na bazie składu metalu może jest jakiś powszechny skład metalu, który pozwoli ustalić, co to było.
This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's work. Glass plate negatives, a remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations. A glass plate negative is missing. It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue. Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
No ciekawe. Tutaj, czyli takie jakieś archeologiczne sprawy. No to by... Rodney Bitcliffe, czyli to jest jakiś zapalony miłośnik. Zapalony miłośnik tych kultury starożytnej Anglii, nie tylko. Aha. I zaczyna nam się pojawiać drugie dno sprawy. No, jakaś metalowa płytka.
A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it?
Ona wygląda tak, jakby
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Ona wygląda tak, jakby na jakąś lampę się zakładało i dawała jakiś cień.
Tools used by archaeologists in their research. I will need these tongs.
O, te szybce właśnie są potrzebne. Raczej nie trzeba te... Raczej nie trzeba te używać, ale... O, silnik.
My God, are you all right? I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. And treacherous is an understatement. Those stones weigh tons. We won't move them.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed.
No.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Co mi chodzi po głowie? No. Trzeba jechać, przesłuchać tych świadków. Tutaj już... Tylko jeszcze zanim to zrobimy, trzeba odzyskać ten stopiony metal.
I should analyze this melted metal.
Za mało zebranych
This is a
dowodów.
piece of metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius.
No
Let us
tak.
compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver. I must take a pipette and...
No tak, przecież próbówką po troszkę, a nie tam wylać z tego. Tak.
The reaction is the same red stain. It is silver. Britannia silver quality.
Tak.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind.
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
A. Egipt. Toksyczny metal. Gazety. Dziewięćdziesiąt 1893. Nie Betcliffe'a. Czyli tak samo jak te mumie zginął ten.
Here it is.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
Dowodów.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
Okej, idziemy zbadać najpierw. Zbadamy najpierw tutaj podejrzanych. Zanim będziemy ich przesłuchiwać.
An embroidered silk handkerchief. A fountain pen with solid gold trim. Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card. When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself. A phial with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
An ordinary pencil.
Aha, czyli on w tym Frigarium prowadził wykopaliska. Tak, Pitkin do Blintorna groził mu, żeby skończył.
This ring was most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it before entering the steam room. I see the join. This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver. An Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel.
Why on earth would they wear such a ring?
A very pertinent question. An old and rather
No,
dirty
stara moneta.
coin. Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook. It may contain something of interest. The last pages were torn out. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first,
No tak,
fetch me a pencil.
klasyczne te.
To begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces.
Dziś już prawie go znalazłem. Że też ludzie zapominają wyrywać.
And then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that Watson won't mind if I use his.
Ten dzień przejdzie do czego?
Mr. Holmes, the coroner... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
I prefer to make them talk. Today, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I'm not sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I am sure that you must, Constable.
Well...
Raport koronera. Prawa gałka oczna została przebita nożem o zakrzywionym ostrzu. Ostrze przebiło się przez kość czołową, odrywając fragment płata czołowego i dzieła modzelowatego, następnie przechodząc przez mózg wywołał krwotok. Wszystkie obrażenia bezpośrednio doprowadziły do śmierci ofiary. W górnym płacie prawego płuca znajduje się stara rana wypełniona wydzielininą i osadem pochodzącym zapewne z cząstek wdychanych w krypcie. Z ciała mumii lub rozkładającego się pożywienia, które wkładano zmarłym do grobów. Reszta ciała nie wykazuje śladów urazów. Ciało jest gotowe do badań. No dobra, to idziemy zbadać. A tu jeszcze jest jedna rzecz.
A hand-drawn map.
Dobra. Idziemy zbadać to ciało.
According to the coroner, there were no cardiac problems nor lung congestion, but there were traces of fungus, possibly contracted from the Egyptian tombs. An unusual wound, inflicted by a curved knife, which resulted in instant death, as the coroner's report says.
No.
The coroner observed no stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an occasional drinker and 63 years of age.
Coś B. Bardzo... Może być wynikiem pary zgromadzonej w łaźni.
The bruising is in lines. Some light bruising, caused by a rope. They were caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
No, odpuszczał się dokądś, czyli pewnie gdzieś włazili do jakiejś dziury. No mamy tutaj dużo poszlak.
What's on your mind, Holmes?
No dobra. W takim razie tutaj chwilowa przerwa.